what do we have here? Let me see. Right there. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Let's go. Make this a little bigger. Scroll up. Where the hell am I? Where the hell am I? Where the hell am I? There we go. There we go. What's going on? Give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be right with you as always. As always. What's going on? Let me get here to the video myself. Say what's up to you guys. Quick little show. Actually, after this we're gonna hop on Twitch. Have a little fun today, baby. You know. As always, I got a story to tell, right? I always got a story to tell. Do me a big favor as you guys come in. You'd be so kind to hit the like button. A few things I want to talk about today. That you know what I mean. A few stories came out since the last time. I haven't done anything since Sunday. Your boy been slacking. It's already Tuesday. You know what I mean. I used to try to give you guys something every day. But hey, man, shit happens, man. Shit happens. I'm gonna talk about the Spiderman. They had a show recently. You know what I mean, in Russia. Yeah, Russia collusion. They had a show in Russia, and at the booth, instead of having a demo, they had the whole game. You know what I mean? And so we had a lot of boss battles, a lot of things from the game. I wouldn't even say it was leaked, but it is what it is. They made a mistake instead of putting the demo there. We're going to talk about that. They had the actual full game there to be played, and people we know were uploading things to Reddit. We're going to talk about that. What else we got here? Okay, PS4. All right. Let me go here. Spider-Man. Spider-Man. Put that there. Save. View this on page. All right. Leave. All right. Let me get the actual link. Put that there. Save. Hit the like button. Shout out to everybody in the chat thus far. Who's next? Dark Lord Fusion, Septic Meatball, the finest. Let me get the actual PS4 sales. Talk about that. Trusting you. What's going on, baby? Hit the like button. I'm doing alright, man. Brave to ever. What's going on, good brother? Let me mute myself in the background. Shout out to you guys. Like I said, you guys would be so kind. Please hit the like button. I got 30 of you guys in there. I said 30 likes. But if you rock out with your boy, you have 30 likes. Spur of the moment. Rafiza, what's going on? I haven't done a show, like I said, in a few days, man. But I'm back at it, man. I've been going through some things spiritually, emotionally. But nah, for real, man. Boy ain't been doing good, man. I admit I made some mistakes. Yeah, man. I'm about to pull a R. Kelly and drop a 19-minute song, man. I've been going through the last few days, man. But God is great. So anyway, like I said, a few things that came out. We're gonna talk about. Gran Turismo Sport adding microtransactions. We're gonna talk about. I see that Spider-Man has gone gold. Shannon Loftus ahead of for Microsoft First Party Studios, congratulating Insomniac about that. Some Xbox fans were extremely upset about that. We're going to talk about that. What else? Oh, Playground Games made some huge acquisitions, hiring a couple key people. They hired some people from Rocksteady. They hired some people from BioWare from their new unannounced RPG that they got coming out. Join me live as I join me live. Wait, hold on. Spider-Man, boss battles. Hold up, battles leaks online. GT Sport adding microtrans. I can leave that out. Forget GT Sport. Playground. Let me see. Here we go. I'm telling you, I'm doing this as we speak, right? Spider-Man balls better leaks online. Playground games. Hires some huge talent for their upcoming RPG plus more. All right, that sounds about right, right? That's a good title, right? That's just one name. This is going to be right. Let me put this on Twitter and my Discord. Like I said, guys, you guys come in, please. Again, if you be so kind, hit the like button. If you're down for some foolishness and fucking. Also, too, right? I told you guys before that I was going to do a video, right? Exposing certain individuals, and I've been kind of quiet about it. I say no, I'm gonna leave it alone, right? But depends, man. You know what I mean? I'm human, man. Sometimes I feel like pulling the curtains back, and sometimes I'm leaving jokers alone. But I think I'm in the mode. I might be pulling some curtains back today, man. Hey, man, I might be knocking the bottom out that motherfucker, man. Also, too, check it out. I did a show a few days ago with Rand. Shout out to Rand, Randolph Thor, and we just talked about again the new rumors about Project Scarlet, the Cloud, a few things we talked about in that said video. You know what I mean? But I got some more information. I don't know if I'm gonna do it today. Got some crackdown information. I don't know if I'm gonna do it today or I may do it tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow. I said, listen, this is my what I want to do. I gotta get my ass up. Give you guys a show around 12, 1 o'clock daily. Release a video in the morning, and then whatever I have planned tonight, and hop back on Twitch, man. That's my plan to do. I guess I got a lot of things that I'm working on or have worked on. I just haven't released. You know what I mean? I haven't had the chance. Like when I was in my bag, I did a lot of stuff. I was like Tupac, man. Wrote about 7 albums. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna start releasing some of that stuff, man. You know what I mean? I'm saying, like, I'm gonna say this right. My opinion is my opinion. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, I have no reason to lie about video games. One thing you can never be wrong about your opinion. You know what I mean? But I'm just going by what was told to me. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't get it. Like, oh, Nick, you just trolling. You're being messy. I'm just being honest, man. I don't care about what exec speaks to me. You know what I mean? I don't care. It doesn't. It's never been my thing. You know what I mean? I'm not knocking those that do. I don't care if this person just want to hop in the Xbox Live party with me. Like that's that's neither here nor there to me. You know what I mean? A lot of people think I say that shit to be cool, but I can honestly say I never cared about who made the video game. You know what I mean? All this shit is new to me. You know what I mean? And that's why, honestly, too, why some of these execs that or whatever, people that work for these companies talk to me or whatever, because it's not a big deal to me. You know what I mean? It's never been a big deal to me. I don't idol worship, if that makes any mistakes. Makes any sense. I'm sorry. Like, what are you talking about? It makes sense in a little while. It makes sense to some of you guys in a little while. You know what I mean? But I'm gonna start. Fuck it. The cat is out the bag, man. At the end of the day, they don't rock with me anyway. So fine, forget. Tell the truth and shame the devil, right? Like my grandmother would say, tell the truth and shame the devil. The devil out there working. Like I said, I haven't been on in a few days, man. So we're gonna have some fun. We'll make the best out of it. I haven't been here in a few days. We're gonna have a little fun today, man. Let me make this a little smaller. Put this in a couple of my groups. I'm gonna put this on Twitter right now. Like I said, as you guys come in, hit the like button, and we're gonna have a little fun today, man. Might be on. Listen, your boy was listening. I've been high as a kite 2 last 3 days, man. I was in my bag. I was under the influence. I ain't gonna lie, man. I want to stream. I hooked the PS4 Pro back up. I want to stream. I got the new the expansion for Street Fighter Arcade Edition or whatever the hell. I like Street Fighter. I wanted to play some of that. Couldn't. My brand new. You guys know that I got this. My brand new God of War PS4 Pro. Bundle console, whatever the case you want to call it. The controller doesn't work anymore. The console came out in April 20th or something. The controller doesn't work. The light doesn't come on anything. It doesn't work anymore. You know what I mean? So of course I have insurance on it. I don't, like I said, I don't know if I got to go through. Well, I know I got to go through Amazon. Do I have to send them back the whole console or whatever the case may be? So I'm a little pissed off about that, man. Well, don't you? Yes, I did have other controllers, but when I sold my standard PS4 Pro, and what happened was the guy I didn't even know. Shout out to King B. You seen him? I didn't even know that he bought the damn console. You know what I mean? I just looked at it, you know what I mean? I'm looking, why I got so much money in my PayPal? You know what I mean? And he left a comment, hey, I bought this man. Actually, I bet, boom, like, this is you, fine. And I don't know if I got sick or something. I couldn't send it off right away. Something happened where I couldn't send it off right away. It took me like 2 days later. So I sent them an extra controller for, just for the wait, for the inconvenience that I had. Another brand new controller, you know what I mean? Now I ain't got no controller, right? You know what I mean? So really, just like, damn, now I want to play Blood. Not be when you want to do something, right? And then now I like want to play Bloodborne. I want to play Yakuza, and I ain't got no damn PS4 controller, right? It's crazy. I got ham, no burger, no Kool-Aid, no sugar. All right, let me put this right here. We're about to start right now. All right, here we go. Let me put this on Twitter last one. Please let you guys come in. I'm gonna shout you guys out. Again, if you be so kind, hit the like button. We're gonna have a little fun here today. All right, a little bit of fun. Talk about a few things. Yeah, Playground Games is doing some big things, man. Too. They hired huge talent. We're gonna talk about that. But their massive RPG game that they're working on. Who I'm looking right. All right. Put this here. All right. This last one, I did everything. Okay, everyone done everything. All right, here we go. Show's about to begin. Last tweet here. Let's go. All right, let me get to the actual tweet. Here we go. All right, here we go. Who we got? We got 90 people here so far. We're gonna show as we go right quick. We got Dark Lord Fusion, Chili Hog, Septic Meatball. Make the live chat here. Let me scroll up. Septic Meatball, the finest, JM, Truth and Justice. Shout out to you, Wraith. Who's next? Rafiza, Antonio, Alicia, my man Melonhawk, Trizzy. What's good? What's banging? What's popping, Damo? Nesnam 45. Who else we got right quick? Shout out to you, good brother. Uncle Rock, Warrior Ward. What's going on, good brother? Warrior Ward. Philosopher Doom, Jackknife, Bon Lamont, my brother Bret Hart, Uncle Rock. I think I got everybody that said something right. If I did miss your name, please forgive me. All right, please forgive me. So getting right into, like I said, not even the juicy part. If you guys come in, like I said, do me a favor, hit the like button. Playground Games. We can talk about this first. Playground Games hires at BioWare, EA Motive, and Rockstar Talent for upcoming RPG. Now, let's say, very important, right? When you think of Playground Games, when I think of Playground Games, I think of the Forza Horizon series, right? I think of the Forza Horizon series. That's the only thing that I know them for. You know what I mean? If something else, I'm quite sure they made other games, but this is what I know them for. When you think, like I said, when I think of them, I think of Forza Horizon series. Great game, great game. And remember I told you guys, you know what I mean? I asked a key question. I said, what do you want to see? What would you like to see 343 or the Coalition, Black Tusk Studios make outside of Gears? What would you like to see the 343 make outside of Halo? What would you even like to see Turn 10 make outside of the Forza Motorsport series, right? And some of you guys may be new to my channel, so I don't want to, you know what I mean? So I'm going to give you the premise of what I'm talking about, the backdrop. And it was crazy, right? The public backlash that I got from some of the pro Xbox guys, right? That's why new shit was kind of spooky, right? And it's like a fanboy being a fanboy, and people don't like anything depicting their preferred platform in an unfavorable light. They just totally against. No, we don't want 343 to make anything outside of Halo. And now, mind you, this is a studio with over 500 employees. You know what I mean? Literally. You know what I mean? To put that in retrospective here, you look at a studio like Naughty Dog, would have the resources and talent. No, don't take talent out of it, but just not as big as 343, and you got they're responsible for the Uncharted series, The Last of Us 2. They already been given the green light to make another third party action adventure game outside of the Uncharted series universe and outside of the Last of Us universe. So they're known for making multiple games, right? And then I remember I told you guys again what was told to me from somebody over that way from Microsoft. I'm not gonna say any names. I'm not messy like that. I didn't go to school. His exact words to me was Zaire. I didn't go to school to put myself $100,000 in debt just to make card games. You know what I mean? We can do it all, more or less. You know what I mean? So that kind of stuck out to me. And I said it in one of my videos, right? No, we didn't go to school just to put ourselves $100,000 debt just to make card games, right? And again, I got this big pushback from a lot of guys within the community. It's crazy. And I'm like, yeah, how could you complain about having more games? More games, which is the craziest shit to me. Now, again, you look at the last 2.5 years from Microsoft and weird things have kind of unfolded for the Xbox division. You know what I mean? It hasn't been pretty. Now, some people still not going to be honest about it, but neither here. I just sit back and I be laughing because you even got Xbox guys right now praising goddamn No Man's Sky. Literally. And listen, if they don't fly, let it fly. Well, they have also gone out and made countless videos slamming No Man's Sky. Literally. But now they're praising it. Now it's the second coming of Jesus Christ. Like, you can't make this shit up. You have people out there, some Xbox guys slamming games like Nier Automata. Now they say they can't wait to play it. You know what I mean? Slamming games like Hellblade and loving it. Like, this shit is... Listen, that's why I said this fanboy shit is kind of wild, man. So, they got the green light. They're working on this new RPG type game, right? And they have hired, again, which is very important. They hired somebody from BioWare, and if you BioWare, let me be honest with you. Real talk. To me, in my opinion, BioWare had changed the landscaping of what RPG. I give you an example. You had games like Dragon Quest, the Final Fantasies, you know what I mean, those type of RPGs, and then BioWare came out of left field with a game like Knights of the Old Republic. You know what I mean? Something RPG, but something totally different from what we were used to. You had the Dragon Age series, of course, Mass Effect series. Something, it was RPG element, something that we wasn't used to, something out of the norm. They kind of like changed the landscape, you know what I mean? Now it's rumored that they are supposed to be working on the next into a Fable, Fable 4, whatever it's gonna be called. Don't know, but they are working on I think it's two games they're working on, Massive RPG and something else, but for sure they're working on an RPG and it's rumored to be Fable. You know what I mean? How should I say this without saying too much? This is dope. I mean, at the end of the day, it's dope, right? I mean, I know there's hiring. We don't know but nothing about what they could be working on, but it's uh, maybe a step in the right direction, right? But Microsoft overall, you know what I mean? Overall, you know what I mean? I want to say this: a lot of damage has been done. I'm gonna say to the brand, but maybe just to the way people view Microsoft in gaming. It has been. Gonna be honest, you know what I mean? The Xbox this generation has been the punchline of everyone's jokes, has been the meme, has been, you know, out. They have been. This is the truth, you know what I mean? And they have no one to blame but themselves. We can go back and say bias media all that we want. We can say scream bias media until we blow in the face, but they have been, how you say, a lot of their wounds have been self-inflicted because of their messaging. Now, a lot of Xbox guys like to say there was no money, right? And even saying that there was no money, they didn't have the money to do this thing. But again, I still call bullshit because how many controllers have we got? You know what I mean? Whether it's delete, this control, this, that, and the other, but nothing for games. It's 2.5 years. I keep going, but I know they're changing fine. I understand, but we gotta be honest about what has happened. You know what I mean? Because I don't know anybody else, but it was me that again that really started to shine light on what was going on here. From me being a so pro Xbox consumer, and me had to step outside the character to go this fanboy shit. It's shit kind of spooky over here. Like, we haven't had anything in the last of significant over the last 2.5 years. You know what I mean? Now they saying balls to the wall. The book checkbook is open. They're hiring, and I think that is dope, right? I think is it a little? He say is it a little too late? I don't know. We shall see. But again, uh, it looks like the future because I've heard a few things and uh, that the future may be bright over there. But again, Phil, the things that you said in the past is gonna be the biggest E3 we ever had, and this, that, and the other. And I've done videos in the past talking about 2015 and 2016. What? And still, we didn't see anything new, anything breathtaking. It's the same shit. Gears of Force and Halo. You know what I mean? But this new regime here at Microsoft, to me, is still a little alarming. I'll give you an example, right? Shannon Loftus recently just came out and congratulated, which is cool. Hear me out. I'm not one of those zealots. She just recently came out and congratulated Sony and Insomniac for Spider-Man going gold, right? Now, me personally, you would never see me leave a comment up on it because it's not that big of a deal to me. But it kind of rubs their fans the wrong way. Well, the reason why I say rubs them the wrong way because when it's not being reciprocated, you don't see Sony out congratulating Microsoft when they release any goddamn thing. Not saying they should be congratulated on releasing dog shit like Voodoo Vince and Lucky Tales and no games of dog shit. You know what I mean? But the same love is not shown. You know what I mean? It's not. It is what it is. So a lot of their fans were upset about this. You can read some of the comments under the tweets. I'm sit back and I'm bugging the fuck out like this shit here kind of wild. Now it's not that serious to me. I'm not gonna go out there and say anything about this stuff. But my thing is why do they continue to do it, and it's gonna rub some of their fans the wrong way. They're already perceived as being extremely soft, like beta males, like they are. It is what it is. Terms of to be the behemoth you are. Microsoft was already looked at it as being non-violent. On some Martin Luther King shit. You punch them in the face, they're gonna read your Bible verses. You know what I mean? Seriously, Microsoft looked at it being very, very weak, very timid, and not being the behemoth. You know what I mean? Now, why did they again continue to do this? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And probably check what these people probably a lot of these people within the industry are friends, and you know what I mean. They swap jobs all the time. But when you're seeing it's not done again on the other side of the street, I don't understand why they keep continuing to do it in the public. I don't understand it, but that's neither here or there. You know what I mean? But shout out to Playground Games. I'm hearing that this new RPG that they're working on is going to be amazing. And guess what? Right? And I hope that it is, right? Because, and again, listen, I stand corrected. Everything that I know, not everything I know, but what I know them from working on are games, like I said, Forza, the Horizon series. And to see what they can do outside of that is really going to, put the light back on 343 and the coalition, on Black Test, whatever they call it now. What can you guys make outside of? And I go back to that. Even I know they just hired 5 new studios, but we talking about these massive studios with this big overhead. You got to do more than just one goddamn game, man. You know what I mean? I'm still from the mindset of that. You know what I mean? So kudos for them for that. You know what I mean? Marvel Spider-Man leaked footage of boss battles with beloved village services. Now, I actually when this came out, I did a video about it and I have the actual footage. But I remember when Sony flagged my video that I did on God of War when I did a video about having the Blades of Chaos. Sony flagged the hell out of it. I don't want any problems with Sony. But what happened was, like I said, they had an event in Russia, if I'm not mistaken. Instead of them putting a demo there, they had the actual game, the full game. You know what I mean? It's going to go, they had the actual game from start to finish, so they've seen a lot of cutscenes in the beginning of the game. A lot of the stuff, like I said, people were taking clips now, uploading them to Reddit and different other sites. A lot of that footage, if not all of it, has been taken down or has been flagged by Sony. But just going back to some of the boss battle with the few that they're saying, I've seen a lot of the footage. I'm truly, I'm amazed. You know, I mean, not saying amazed, but the game looks well. Looks well. Just going back to, like I said, the Kingpin battle. You know what I mean? It's a big guy. Actually, Spider-Man died in the footage. Most of you guys may have seen it. But I listen, September 7th can't come here any quicker. Looks amazing. You know what I mean? looks fluid. You know, uh, it looks how should I say this? It's probably going to be Sony's biggest exclusive to date this generation. What I mean by that, um, I think thus far Sony's probably most successful exclusive thus far. You know what I mean? And this little bit of time has been God of War. I think Uncharted 4 did like 8 million bundled, but you know Uncharted God of War, like I said, did fucking 5 million in 28 days. And I'm telling you now that Spider-Man is going to eclipse that. You know what I mean? It's going to eclipse that. It is by far. It's going to. You know what I mean? Just for this, the name is the name alone. You know what I mean? This the franchise, and we talking about Marvel's number one selling goddamn game. Number one. You know what I mean? Not the game. Sorry, as far as merch, the biggest character. You know what I mean? Is Spider-Man. Nothing sells more merch than Spider-Man. It's going to be huge. You know what I mean? Going to be huge. And this one again, we're looking at right now. Everything's Marvel. You know, the movies are bigger than ever. You know, the superhero movie. My question is like, why wouldn't Microsoft again go out there and get a game? You know, not Spider Man, but something else. You know what I mean? Black Panther or a I don't know. Give me another one. Aquaman or something. You know what I mean? That'll be huge. You know, and speaking of this, the Aquaman trailer looks amazing. It looks dope. You know, looks a lot. The Aquaman trailer that they showed looks better than the Injustice movie. Not that Injustice was cool. A lot of people didn't like it. I'm not one of these DC Marvel fanboys, but to me, that's just like a no-brainer. You know what I mean? And just go out there and again, we talking about. And listen, I know that Spider-Man is going to be successful already. You know, this console sold out in months. So we talking about a new franchise. See, well, this is another trick. People saying, well, it's not really a new franchise because you had Activision. I look at it as a new game because it doesn't have anything to do with a movie. It's given a AAA, AAA budget, you know, from a AAA developer. You know what I mean? Something like the Arkham series. You know what I mean? Even though that wasn't the first Batman game, we have had Batman games in the past, but something that had nothing to do with the movie, nothing to do with a movie, and something that was handled like with a true AAA budget. You know what I mean? And this way I look at Spider-Man, which is going to most likely become a franchise for Sony. Again, so hitting on all cylinders as far as new franchises, Horizon, Spider-Man, from what we've seen from Ghost of Tsushima, looks amazing. You know what I mean? I just listen. I go back to my initial saying. I just think when it comes to this right here, Microsoft is better at I'm sorry, I'm lying. Sony is just better at making video games or producing them. You know what I mean? When it comes to this business, you know what I mean? They are. You know what I mean? By far, and genius to them. You know what I mean? Now, again, we talking about Microsoft hiring these 5 new studios. Kudos, but man, I don't know, man. I even going to the next generation, I don't see them talking this pray. You know what I mean? I don't see them competing or can't compete, man. Again, look, you got the Venom, the new trailer, which it looks a little crazy. Also, that Venom new trailer looks sick. You know what I mean? But it's just I don't know. It just like they're just so far ahead of again the curve. This is my thing. Here's my synopsis, right? Microsoft for the last 2 generations with the Xbox, original Xbox, and then you had the 360. Hung their hat, or even this hung their hat on being Xbox Live being the best service out there, right? Xbox Live and at one point, don't get me wrong, when it comes to features and stuff, and with the Xbox, I mean, it does it has ahead of Sony, right? But now they're kind of comparable. You know, before you didn't have party chat, before you didn't have trophy or achievements. Now about the same goddamn thing. You know what I mean? Maybe one's a little better, but again, basically the same goddamn thing. And that's what Microsoft rests their laurels on, having the best multiplayer, this, that, and the other. And it's kind of comparable, like I said, to what the competition is offering. You know what I mean? It is. It's not that big of a difference. And again, Microsoft just got to me, just got in the mode of saying, "Hey, we got the best online," and Xbox guys say we got the best controller. You know, but Sony guys say, "Hey, shit, the PlayStation 4 is the most successful controller selling of all time." You know what I mean? They broke records or whatever the fuck they did with the controller. it's comparable. Some people would say, you know what I mean? So much I want to say in this video, but I don't want to be. Oh my God, how should I say this? I might as well let the cat out the goddamn bag. Hear me out. Maybe this make me want to. Okay, without saying too much, right? Hear me out. We can all agree, maybe, that there have been a lot of things that have been done with far as the Xbox this generation, right? That hasn't been received well by the public. I'll give you an example, right? Xbox Play Anywhere. I was one of the ones from the onset said, hey, that's not really a big. That's something that's going to take off. You know what I mean? I've said this numerous times. It's not. Because again, old school, you have to have something. I've said 1,000 times. You're selling your hardware. You have to have something unique to your hardware to sell it. You know what I mean? And you're just putting the software everywhere. Yes, it may make you a lot of money, but again, just your hardware is still going to be lagging behind, right? If that makes any sense, right? People like to come out and praise Phil as him being the second savior, and he single-handedly saved the Xbox division. This is the part of the show where you get the biggest knife and cut the bullshit out, right? Where we got to be honest. Outside of taking the Kinect out of the box, real talk. Outside of taking the Kinect out of the box, and I asked a lot of the Xbox guys this, what has Phil done to make you guys sing his praise? He's been the boss since 2014. We can't keep going back and blaming Donnie D or Terry Myers and there was no money. What has he done within the last 4 years? Now they just acquired some studios this generation or this year at E3. Kudos, you know what I mean? But he's been the boss for 4 years. What has he done to make us sing his praise? Are we going to say games like State of Decay 2? Or are we going to say games like Sea of Thieves, Voodoo Vince, Phantom Dust, Disney Rush, Recore? And I'm not even trying to be messy. I'm just being honest. I'm going to be honest, right? What has he done, right? I also said that a lot of the decisions that have been made with the Xbox division has come under Phil. No third party deals really with marketing, themed consoles really. He said having exclusive content from third parties, it was unhealthy for gaming. Where Sony's doing all these deals and locking shit down, they're gonna get exclusive content from Red Dead and all this stuff, right? So again, I'm looking like, God damn. Even when Phil got this new promotion to the vice president of gaming at Microsoft, I'm sitting back scratching my head like, okay, what does that mean for the Xbox division? What does this mean? You still have exclusives going to PC, Age of Empire, Gears Tactics, and no, I don't want those games. I don't want those games. But again, they're exclusive to this platform, and here's the Xbox again shares everything they have day and date with PC. Even cell phones getting their shit. So Phil being the vice president of gaming, what does this mean for the Xbox, right? I don't know. Sit back and think, but neither here nor there. Games like Crackdown. Told you what I've heard about the game. Some of you guys choose to believe, but it's neither here nor there. Neither here, goddamn there, right? I'm gonna say this, and maybe you guys can understand it without me saying too much. Is that Phil's are gonna do what's right for Microsoft. What I mean as far as I'll give you an example. Not so much for the game, but just for Microsoft. $2.5 billion they made in profit on the, on the diabetic diet, right? So you got people like Nadal, those guys, they're singing his praise because again, they make so much money without really giving gamers anything. You know what I mean? They have it. So when you look at that in the grand scheme of things, is that no, yes, he probably is the right man for the job, and for Microsoft and what they see as far as the future, right? And them making money and not really having to invest or spend big. He probably is. But then when you look across the street, right? Across the street, and not to make this into a Microsoft Sony thing, because I'm not going to come out and say that Sony has no fault and Sony doesn't do things that are anti-consumerism and whether it's cross-play, this, that, and the other. We're just talking about the games. And he said, don't see no sign of them slowing down, right? Already, already, Naughty Dog, again, are we given the green light to make something outside of the Uncharted or the Last of Us universe, right? Whatever that may be, it's going to be huge, right? And we know nothing about really what Microsoft is doing as far as first party. I know they bought 5 studios. I just talked about the RPG that's coming from um what do you call it, from Playground Games. We're not going to see the probably the fruits of labor to anything they acquire until next generation, at least for at least 2.5 years from now. So here's a question. For 2 years, Gears of War 5 looks amazing. But for 2 years, what do we have? What do we have? What will we have? Just think about that. Market share, you know what I mean, this, that, and the other. Um, what will we have outside of Gears, Forza? I even on this show here, they said they had some great goddamn Killer Instinct news. Stay tuned. I did a live stream about Killer Instinct, right? What the fuck was they talking about a patch? You know, Street Fighter Five, whether you like it or not, right? Big game. What was handled poorly at the start of but they fixed that. They added new content and stuff. Cool, right? Street Fighter. I think I forgot the name was Street Fighter X, or whatever the new one. That's also exclusive to the PlayStation. Neo 2. It's like, God damn. Yeah, I mean, yes, I'm gonna have the better version of the multi-platform, which is cool, you know. But when it comes to substance, and I sit back and I just scratch my head still to this day, and I say, damn, how the fuck did we get here? How did we get here? How did we get here? My man said Halo Gears and controllers at Z. My man said, "What's what? We gonna have fun with this." What he said, you know what? Fuck it, right? You said, "I live in the past, brother. I'm living in the past." No, I'm not living in the past. No, no, no. I think a lot of you guys are living in the past because you're thinking about the Xbox division of the old. Because ain't no way in hell you can be looking at that. Look, I'll give you an example. I'm living in the past. This is real talk. I'm living in the past. Look at that goddamn show Inside Xbox, and who was that for? When you put on a show or anything, is to snatch potential customers from a rival platform. Well, am I right? When you put on a show or anything, is to snag potential customers from another platform, right? Ain't no way in hell you can look at that Inside Xbox show and say, you know what? Sony fans are going to see this and start to drool. Come on. I'm not living in the past. I'm being honest. Lex Press, what's going on? You know? The Lala HD said it's not exclusive if it's on PC. I don't know if you're talking about Street Fighter 5, but if that's the case, if we're going to shout out to you first for joining the show. If that's the case, if that's the stance we're going to take, then the Xbox doesn't have any exclusives. And I wasn't trying to be cheeky, but I'm just like, I'm just talking about consoles here. If that's the case, the Xbox doesn't have any exclusives. So what need or what reason would someone have to buy their next console, or even to buy their console? Just think about what it's saying. If that's what we're gonna go by, I'm just talking about again in the console. I wasn't even talking about the PC. I'm just talking about the console. If that's the case, again, what reason, what need we did to buy the Xbox? I said, notice the post. I was, oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just seen your first comment here. I'm sorry, I didn't see what anything else about that. So I wasn't trying to be cheeky. No, throw you under the bus. I just see your first comment there. You know what I mean? He said it's going to be very hard. I'm sorry, it's going to be very dry for Xbox every year at the beginning of the year until the multiplats come out at the end of the year. Mm, uh, he said Xbox will never come close to Windows. Two different audience. Yeah, we just two different type of guys. Predator, what's going on, baby? Well, here's a question for you guys in the chat. How and I keep asking this question again to different people within the community. How do they right their wrongs? You know what I mean? How do they change this course or the perception of the Xbox brand? Right? I know so they need to go back to having exclusive. That's one, no brain. Whether you like them or love them or not, they need to go back to having true exclusives. Will they? I doubt that very seriously, but they need to go back to, again, to having true exclusives. To me, that's a step in the right direction. Now, will they do that? Probably hell no. You know what I mean? He said good games. Next year, there's no need for me to get it. Sony investors call. What the fuck are you talking about? Hey, Marlon, what you talking about, good brother? Start releasing top tier exclusives. That's all. Jay Farrell said they need to start releasing top tier exclusives. That's all on the God of War level shit. Oh, hey, it doesn't matter whether Xbox sells or not. That to me is brilliant because it hasn't ever been about console sales. Microsoft has opened the door to get millions of PC. I now hold on, Delilah. Hold on. This your answer is kind of loaded here. She says, this is my question. I don't know if you answer this to me. You said that it doesn't matter whether the Xbox sells or not. That to me is brilliant because it has never been about console sales ever. Been about console sales. Microsoft has opened the door to get millions of PC sales. I don't understand what you mean by that. Maybe it has never been about whether the Xbox. It's always about sales. Who doesn't want to sell? Listen, let's not fool. Let's not be naive here. It's always about sales because the more hardware you sell, the more software you sell. It's just that Microsoft, again, they don't have that. They're getting outsold. Don't think that it's never about the sales. I mean, the more you sell, the more money you're making. It's all about the bottom line, which is the dollar. You know what I mean? It's always about the sales. It's just that, again, is that they're not leading in sales right now. Oh, you talking about the Sony investors call? Yeah, yeah. 82.2 million PS4s and God of War exceeded expectation. Yeah. Hello. PC gamers, thanks you for funding. Here's the thing. No, not true. Okay, I see what you may be going with. PC gamers, thank you for funding Xbox IP. What I listen. How you say men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie, right? By them putting Gears of War on PC, how's that help the sales? Fact. By them putting Forza Horizon 3 on PC, how did that help the sales? I mean, look where I'm going with this, right? funding their IPs. Now I can care less about Microsoft's money, but the fact that they made I'll give you an example. The fact that they made 2.5 billion in whatever last quarter, how you say with the diabetic or the diet, what how did that benefit us, the Xbox the Xbox community? We got games like Voodoo Vince, Disney Rush, you know, Zoo Tycoon. You know that didn't benefit us whatsoever. You know, it didn't. It didn't benefit. It didn't benefit us at all. You know, about what they made, and I don't like to talk about Microsoft money, but that didn't benefit us at all. We didn't. You know, ain't like we're getting some brand new AAA IPs or nothing. You know what I mean? It says, don't let Sony release their Spider-Man PS4 Pro bundle around Xmas time. It's coming out September 7th. You know what I mean? If they were smart, Sony will stock it back up for the holidays. You know what I mean? If they were smart. My man says, Z, when you finally gonna squeeze, hey, except you crazy as hell. Z, when you finally gonna squeeze that pus out of that green pimple you have, bro. Gamers, I'm talking about funding their IP. What? It, I'm trying to understand where you're going with this. So you know, what I mean, funding their IP and 8 point. Hey, listen, are you by a computer? I seen your link. Come here and talk to me, Delilah. Are you by a PC? And I'll let you explain yourself and what you mean by that. I seen the link. Make them. And then, if you think more sales are on PC, next gen. If you think more sales are on PC, do you think that would take Xbox out? You just PC? I feel what Phil was trying to do. He said next gen. I know they will always make a console. I mean, it is what it is. It's profitable. They all of them are making money. You know what I mean? Spider-Man, who leaked my shit, stupid. They will always be a console. I mean, he said it himself. You know what I mean? You know. You know what I mean? Let me know if you want the link, Delilah. I seen the link. Come in and talk to me. You know what I mean? I got a good question here. He says here, what do you think? Who do you think is poised better for the next 5 to 7 years? The Xbox gaming divisions or Sony gaming division? Keep in mind, Microsoft gaming division has a cloud company, Havoc, simply this, that, and the other. Now, what do you mean by, okay, let's have fun with this. All right, now, what you mean by poised better as far as what? To make money, to be more successful, just gaming? What do you mean by poised? I mean, of course, Microsoft, like this. When it comes to making money, I hope I can answer your question by this, right? And which really doesn't benefit me. When it comes to making money, Microsoft does it well. Sometimes too well. They, you know what I mean, and why they don't truly go out there and make chances, they don't risk rather. You know what I mean? They yes, like Microsoft are setting themselves up. You know, have always. You know what I mean? To make money. This is what they do. You know what I mean? 2 billion gamers and trying to reach those 2 billion gamers. However they do it. Along, I always said this, right? Hear me out. I said that when it turns to this race, this console race, whatever, right? You have both Sony, Nintendo, and your Microsoft, right? You have Sony and Nintendo want to stomp out and win and stomp out their competition. But you have Microsoft. So this is what I get from them. They don't really care about winning as long as their name is on the trophy and they can hand it to the winner at the end of the race. They're fine with that. You know, Microsoft owns a lot of things with gaming. Listen, back when I was really on my Xbox fanboy shit, I may find the video and upload it again or just parts of it. Microsoft owns a lot of things when it comes to gaming. I forgot the name of the actual program that these companies use to make the game. It's like a computer, whatever. I'm just thinking of it as Windows. I'm just not saying it's Windows, but it's an actual program, something they use to Microsoft. Oh, they own a lot of shit. You know what I mean? When it comes to gaming, you know what I mean, to make money off of gaming. You know what I mean? They do. I mean, that's it is what they're ingenious with that. You know what I mean? But to answer your question, Predator, when you look at it, what two companies, which one is doing it well, both Microsoft, sorry, both Sony and Nintendo are doing it a traditional route. They're selling more consoles than ever. You know what I mean? When it comes to doing it, you know what I mean? They're selling more consoles than ever. You know what I mean? You know, and then here's Microsoft is, and I'm gonna say this, maybe this make more sense. Before you become the master of many, because Microsoft has their hands in so many different pots. First, you got to master one. You know, master this one thing here first before you try to become the master of many. You know, you know, they are. Yeah, so you know what I mean. How much to join a MPP show? What are you talking about? You know, come on, most money isn't made with console sales. Period. Okay, you said money isn't made with console sales. Period. Um, the last time I checked, both the X and the PS4 and the start of this generation was sold at a profit. Normally, it's not the case. They were sold at a profit. But here's how it kind of offsets each other because you have what you call licensing fee, royalty fees. And I mean that a game that you take a game like to say, for shits and giggles, Call of Duty, they may pay Microsoft or Sony $15 to license their game on their platform. So that's a free $15. Well, rather how many millions of copies that it sells, royalty fees that they're gonna get for licensing their game on that. You know what I mean? So in theory, the more consoles they sell, where it turns out to be the more software that they sell. You know what I mean? You know, especially Nintendo. Shit, Nintendo's it's in I mean, because again, you know how weak the Switch is. All that shit. So Nintendo really sets this up, because every unit that they sell is they're making money off it that way also. You know what I mean? Things become cheaper over time, but in theory, normally when a console used to come out, that both Sony and Microsoft would take a hit on the hardware and make their money back with the software. You know what I mean? But this generation was a little different. This generation was a little different. In 2013, both the X and the PS4 was sold at a profit. You know what I mean? And whether now things become cheaper, but again, the more hardware that they sell, it's going to be the more software that they sell. You know what I mean? I'll give you an example. Look, Delilah. Let's see the hardware. Why do you think Microsoft keep making all these goddamn controllers? It's hardware, right? You keep making all these goddamn controllers. You know, there's money to be made there, but again, ultimately the bottom line, they a lot of these make their more money on software sales. Yeah, you know what I mean. You have so many different games releasing, and then especially if they don't have a marketing deal with whoever, doesn't make. You know what I mean, that's just straight money for them. You know what I mean, straight cash. You know, but yeah, Sony may go out there and advertise Call of Duty for them on their platform, the X, Y, and Z, right? And then have commercials for them that most likely they're paying for out of pocket. But so you know what I mean. But Microsoft doesn't have that deal with them. But each Call of Duty, I think it's like $15 or not. I don't want to misspoken. I think it's like $15 or somewhere around it they get. You know what I mean? But ultimately you want to sell more hardware. That's the game. To sell much hardware as you can, because again, the most hardware. Because listen, I'll give you an example, right? Look at it like this, right? The 360, especially in North America, outsold Sony 2-1, right? It was everywhere. The 360 was everywhere. It's just the force, and look at what Sony is now, and it's not just here, just global. You know what I mean? Look at what Sony and Sony's everywhere. You know what I mean? And PlayStation. You know, how can Microsoft get back to what it once was with the 360? And to answer my brother Dragon, he said controllers are cheap the manufacturer. I get it. So were these consoles. They were sold. You know what I mean? You know, they were sold at a profit. I actually have a video in the breakdown. Both Microsoft and Sony were making money from the gate. He's got these anemic ass consoles. Do I think Sony would end up buying Insomniac games? No, I don't think they want to be bought. No. Yeah. 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 So that makes any sense. Uh, so I think the ultimate goal is to make money. You can buy shit with money. That's how I think Microsoft was more profitable if you look at the gaming division as a whole for both companies. They're not. Sony has made more money off gaming this generation than Microsoft. You know what I mean? I guess if you look at it that way, I mean, they have more consoles in the world. We're talking about it with 82.2 million goddamn consoles. Like, shit. Look at the software sales. They're not even close. You know what I mean? Maybe a little bit not that bad here in North America, but we're just talking about worldwide. Sony sells everywhere. You know what I mean? You know, Sony sells every goddamn. You know, the best thing with marketing, and also too, the DualShock controller is the more selling console. I mean, it makes more money than Xbox Live. I don't have any numbers about who makes more money, but they're more active PlayStation Plus PS users than Xbox Live. There are more PlayStations out in the world. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, that's not the same thing. Controllers are cheap, but yeah, I mean, so I don't know, man. That's a serious question I have, man. And I keep asking a lot of these Xbox guys the same thing. You know what I mean? Is that a how did we get here? Everyone has their own spin. How did we get here? And B, how do we go back to what we once were, to what it used to be? You know what I mean? That's the question, man. You know, Jay Nice. Shout out to you, Jay Nice, too. You subscribed to me on Twitch. I appreciate it, good brother. I just seen that the other day, man. I'm back. And listen, Jay Nice, I want to play my goddamn PlayStation 4. Where my goddamn controller at? Right somewhere. Bitch don't even cut on. Here you go. Don't even cut on, man. I'm upset, man. I wanted to play a little Black Boy and all that shit. This shit don't even cut on, man. Look at this shit. I had this bitch plugged in. Listen, listen. You know what I did? I took it out. Let me see something. Look at this shit. If I cut the console on, I get this little orange little light, right? That's it, right? But it don't control. Like I don't know what the fuck, man. This shit is crazy. This is sheer lunacy. Let me show you something. It don't come on. It done went back off. Well, there you go. I'm gonna leave it right here. I don't know what the fuck, man. This shit ain't working. I want to hop back on Twitch. Look. This shit went off again. Hold on, man. I'm upset about this, man. I'm upset about this. I'm about to start me a GoFundMe page for a new controller. Bro. Yeah, go light orange and cut and then shit cut off. I don't know what the fuck going on, man. I'm gonna call Amazon. Actually, I'm gonna get my ass off the street right now and call Amazon. That's what I'm gonna do. Yeah, man. But listen, man, it's your boy Next in 720. But that's a question though, man. Xbox is boring as hell right now. You ain't got nothing. I feel peels back if someone did. Harry Hilling, every marketing deal Sony does makes this third party publishers comes to Sony first next time. Also, this means that most marketing deals are in Sony's pocket at next generation already. Something Meatball, I hope we get a new console soon. Love that feeling of buying new tech. Yeah. Buy a new tech. But my goddamn PS4. Listen, man, somebody want to donate to your boy, man, and get me a motherfucking. I'm broke, man. Literally, I'm broke. I need a goddamn DualShock controller. How much these shit cost? Bro. Shit don't even come on, man. Pissed off, man. What do you say? What? What do you say? Hold up. What Predator put? Somebody said, I'm trying to look for Predator messages. Might just say something about it. She's okay. Delilah said, y'all acting like I'm an anti-Sony. Just making the point that you all need to stop trying to call the Xbox dead when the numbers don't lie. Hey, Ma, you want ice cream? Catch him. I don't know, man. I don't know. Predator. I'm trying to look for him. But yeah, man. But listen, man. That's the question, man. Like I said, actually, I'm gonna be on Twitch. I always say that. Yeah, I'm gonna get on Twitch. I got nothing to do. I'm gonna get on Twitch, and I wanted to play my PlayStation 4, but I can't. I guess I'll be streaming. I don't know what the hell I got. I got a couple games. I never played Shadow War. Stream Shadow War. Never played it. I got that. I never played it. The same argument is getting tired. And that's all that I'm saying. Good night. I have to go. What arguments, sweetheart? What same argument? What arguments? Hey, Delilah, you know what should be getting tired? Of the same goddamn Xbox propaganda and damage control. Of people making excuses for this $1 trillion company. That should really be getting tired. You know what I mean? Tiring. You know what I mean? That people making so many excuses for this $1 trillion goddamn company. That's yeah, I only got one controller, man. I told you, I sold my other Pro. I gave the guy that bought my last PS4 Pro, I gave him my extra controller because I didn't send it off when I said I was supposed to. And yeah, but you only got one. But this shit is only 3 months old, man. I just got this goddamn shit in April. Yeah, but like I said, yeah, we gonna listen, man. I'm about to cut the box one, I guess. I can't play this, man. Give me like 20 minutes. I'm gonna snatch me something to eat right quick, and yeah, we gaming all night today on Twitch. Listen, we might do Expand Your Mind tonight on Twitch. Or y'all wanna do Expand Your Mind tomorrow? I got some topics. I got some heavy and hot topics, man. For Expand Your Mind podcast, man. I didn't do it last week, but yeah. Said crap game. I got all the excuses. Yeah, crap be out that motherfucker. You said Delilah is on crack. Nah, Delilah ain't on crack. Delilah, listen, sweetie baby girl, check it out. Shout out to Delilah, right? I wanted to give you the link. You can come and explain some of this shit to me. You know what I mean? You know my man Ray, a little mean, of a lower education than you, remedial as hell. I want you to come and explain some of this shit to me, your sister. We can do some fight night. You want? Hey, come on, you want to come in, Delilah? Come talk to me. Delilah, give me 10 minutes of your time. Sis, you. Why can't you? Delilah, why can't you come in and talk to me, damn it? Listen, tell your husband you're coming in here to talk the next gym. Why you can't go and talk to me? I'm starting to feel some type of way. I just knew I was a hell of a father. Delilah, make me see the goddamn light. Come in and talk to me. Listen, I promise you, Delilah, if you come in and talk to me, you may get me to believe in Jesus again. What? Puerto Rock. Puerto Rock, you know, Puerto Rock got that motherfucking in Italy some goddamn where. That's Puerto Rock name, man. I'm here. I've been here. I'm here. You know what I mean? Alright, you got, but tomorrow, come talk to me, Delilah. I'll be back in tomorrow with my same shit, my same propaganda. Come talk to me tomorrow. Yeah, make Z bleed again. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna set out tomorrow. I'm gonna make a show. Make Z bleed green again. I want some of the best Xbox from around the world to get me back on point. No, she don't believe me. I just don't believe in Jesus. That's all. But yeah, but I'm gonna shit, man. I'm gonna do a little what do you call that shit? I guess Shadow of War. You trying to see me play Shadow of War? Cause I ain't got I can't believe this, man. How much a dual shot? Come look on Amazon. How much a dual shot cost? Broke as hell, man. Fucked up. Make me. Says she's speaking from a shareholder. He said he's speaking from a shareholder perspective, not an Xbox. Hey, Xavier Bay, watch your mouth, boy. You can hop on that tech and I beat the dog. Shout out to you, brother. Watch your mouth. Tell my somebody gonna been on that pony dust. But listen, man, your boy about to get up out of here, man. So gives you an Xbox doll. But yeah, well, I'm about to call Amazon, grab me something to eat, and I'm hopping online on Twitch. Come rock out with me on Twitch, come play the game with me, man. At least I leave my party open, so I like to play with all my subscribers. You know what I mean? And have fun. You know what I mean? That's what I enjoy doing. Like you said, man, shout out to you guys, man. I'm back though. I'm back like cook crack. I'm out.